Have you ever been totally engrossed in a K-drama only to have it break apart in the middle? You're captivated by the cast, the plot, and the chemistry, and then everything suddenly falls apart. You're not alone if you've ever left a K-drama, feeling perplexed, angry, or simply disappointed. We're delving into K-dramas today that had a great beginning before completely losing us. You might be surprised by some of the dramas on this list, so stay tuned to the very end. When the Stars Gossip is a good place to start. With a huge budget and two strong protagonists, Lee Min-ho and Gong Hyo-jin, this space-themed romance was one of the most anticipated dramas of 2025. Romance in space with emotional turns and high-stakes science was a novel and thrilling setup. However, after a few occurrences, everything rapidly veered off course. The plot became disorganized, the tone was erratic, and for some reason, the lead's chemistry also failed. Then came the now famous line, "The universe became both a grave and a womb, a sad death and space birthing." What began as a daring new K-drama experiment turned out to be one of the biggest letdowns of the year. When the Phone Rings is next. A wife pretending to be kidnapped and revealing shocking information about her emotionally distant husband was one of the most dramatic narrative twists we've seen in a long time. The audience was captivated right away. It had it all: the mystery, the chemistry, the tension. However, by the 6th episode, things started to fall apart. Important emotional moments were rushed or bypassed, the plot became disorganized, and supporting characters took control. What may have been a compelling mystery romance devolved into a convoluted, overfilled drama with an unsatisfactory conclusion. Let's now discuss Queen of Tears. A rich, broken marriage, stunning scenery, poignant performances, and a lead pair with genuine depth were all hallmarks of a classic K-drama. Kim Ji-won and Kim Soo-hyun gave some of their best performances. However, it became overly dependent on clichés at some point. It was like crossing off all the melodrama clichés: memory loss, terminal disease, and tragic villains. Even though the conclusion was poignant, it also seemed hurried and out of proportion. We were looking for more than tears. We didn't get the gradual recovery or the few moments of reconnecting that we were hoping for. 25. 21 comes next. At first, this drama was lovely, emotional, heartfelt, and relatable. We were given an authentic love tale by Kim Tae-ri and Nam Joo-hyuk. However, after episode 10, the pace slowed, side stories took over, and the conclusion devastated a lot of fans. It wasn't that they didn't wind up together. Rather, it was that the path they had taken felt unfinished. Although the novel began as a celebration of youth, it concluded with unanswered questions and emotional holes. Crash Landing on You is the last one. The romance across the North-South Korean border was one of the most unusual settings ever for a show. Hyun-bin and Sun Ye-jin had a synergy that would never be forgotten, and the supporting cast enhanced each scene. However, the conclusion? It felt safe, let's face it. Yes, it is beautiful. Emotional, yes, but unsatisfying. Instead of only spending a few weeks in Switzerland each year, fans desired a permanent stay. It didn't feel like a true ending, more like a dream. These dramas all had the makings of masterpieces that would live on in people's memories. Additionally, despite the actors' best efforts, the storyline wasn't always consistent. Don't panic if your favorite made the list. It simply indicates that we loved them so much that we had higher expectations. You may be shocked to see which celebrities made it onto our list of the top 100 K-dramas.